Welcome to HICGI News Agency.
HICGI News Agency Live. Welcome.
Agency, HICGI News Agency.
This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency Live.
We are live. HICGI News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
HICGI News Agency is here at the Commonwealth Speak Resort Munyonyo, where the Afro-Arab Congress has just been seated. His Excellency, the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Museveni, has closed the Afro-Arab Congress, which has been sitting here for the last 4 days. In his remarks, President Museveni has emphasized on wealth creation. Him as a farmer who has a lot of cattle and producing meat and exporting milk, as well as attending other economic activities, is inspiring young people who are gathered here. More than 1,000 of them from several nations of Africa and beyond have been attending. He has linked the Arabs as a major culture partnership with the African people, is saying that the culture of the Arabs is not so much different from that of the African people. You should also note that the Afro-Arab Summit began as a gathering in Khartoum some years ago, where 3,000 young people converged in Sudan, and since then Uganda hosted it in 2008 after the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which was there a year before, and then again here in 2025. The Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister of Uganda, Dr. Ruhakana Ndugu Rugunda, who is a special envoy in the office of the President, been there as special envoy, opened this session, and was also the Deputy Prime Minister Rukia Nakadama, who represented the Vice President of Uganda, Jessica Arupo, in the opening session, which began on 7th. The 4-day Congress has brought an intense unity of youth leaders, policy makers, and innovators from across Africa and the Arab world, being held under the theme Amplifying Youth Voices for Peace, Unity, and Prosperity. Former Premier Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda warmly welcomed the delegates on day one, and then they pledged a fundraising drive to 535 billion Ugandan shillings, which is about 150 million US dollar, for the construction of the Afro-Arab Congress International Headquarters. The government of Uganda has donated land in Nakauka, which is going to host this mega headquarters upon the kickstart of the construction. President Museveni also has also been instrumental in hosting several international forums, among which has been the Non-Allied Movement, the also African Union. There have also been important kingdom personalities who are expected by the Senate representatives, including His Excellency Mamadi Doumbouya, the President of the Republic of Guinea Conakry, then His Excellency Ibrahim Traore, the President of Burkina Faso, as well as the head of the African Union Chairperson, His Excellency Mohamed Al Yusuf. Also has been a representative of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Nigeria, as well as His Majesty Sidi Mohammed bin Sahan Al Luai, the President of Morocco. HICGI News Agency in its broadcast on HICGINewsagency.com and our social media are going to bring you more details of what has transpired at the Afro-Arab Youth Congress 2025 on the shores of Lake Victoria here in Munyonyo. My name is Chivumbi Ernest Benjamin Holding, an honorary doctorate on the camera, Faith Barbara Ruinda.
Syrian Arab Republic, Kingdom of Bahrain, Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Louder, please. Republic of Cote d'Ivoire. Republic of Ghana. Republic of Lebanon. The Republic of Liberia. People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Thank you. Kingdom of Morocco. Arab Republic of Egypt. Federal Republic of Nigeria. Republic of Senegal. Spain. Republic of Botswana. Welcome. The State of Libya. Republic of Tunisia. Central African Republic. The Republic of Namibia. Republic of Malawi. The Republic of Sudan. Republic of Lebanon. The Kingdom of Eswatini. Republic of Angola. Let us clap, please. The Republic of South Sudan. Republic of Somalia. The Republic of Kenya. Kenyans were very loud this whole time. Where are they today? Republic of Kenya. Republic of Chad. Democratic Republic of Congo. Republic of Djibouti. Republic of Mauritius. Republic of Rwanda. Republic of Seychelles. Republic of Somalia. And the Embassy of Algeria is also here. We recognize the ambassador. Your Excellency, you're welcome. All right. Charles, let us have a recap of the previous days as we await our guest of honor to settle in.
Thank you. We recognize the presence of His Excellency, the Vice President, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Professor Githuri Kindiki. His Excellency, you're welcome. Thank you for honoring the youth of the Republic of Uganda. You can kindly take your seat, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremony of the Afro-Arab Youth Congress 2025 in Kampala, Uganda. All protocol observed, head of mission, heads of state, his delegations from all over the globe, like they've been mentioned. We shall be recognizing them as time goes on. My name is Julius Buchana. I'll be doing this with my friend from Sudan, Maya. May.
Thank you so much. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أنا مي سلطان من السودان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أصحاب المعالي والسعادة، فخامة الرئيس، السادة وزراء السفراء، السيدات والسادة الحضور الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بكم جميعا في هذا اليوم البهي في الحفل الختامي لمؤتمر مجلس الشباب العربي والأفريقي أو كامبالا أوغندا 2025 تحت شعار تعزيز أصوات الشباب من أجل السلام والوحدة والازدهار.
All right, we shall be using two languages today, English and Arabic, and I think those with the interpretation or translation headphones, French will be chipping in as well. As you all know, the theme for this year is amplifying youth voices for peace, unity, and prosperity, and we shall be locking in that for this year and having recaps from day one, day two, and yesterday as we celebrated Uganda's independence. Most of you were at Kololo Independence Grounds to celebrate Uganda as they marked the 63rd Independence Day. And today we're having the closing ceremony, and we expect the head of state to be here in a few minutes from now. As the atmosphere is outside, I know he's going to be here a few minutes from now. So when he arrives, just to let you know and take you through, is we shall play the national anthems, we shall have the opening prayer, and we shall have the speech and opening remarks from the Secretary General of the Afro-Arab Youth Congress, Honorable Dr. Abbas Agaba, and the program shall flow as guided by security and the Secretariat of the Afro-Arab Youth Council. We shall not be allowing flashlights in here when the President comes in. So if you have a flashlight on your camera, please be guided. I've been told to tell you so. And also movements will be limited. So if you're in here, the President comes in, please stay seated where you are, except the media team and the photographers. Other delegates, we kindly request that you remain seated and observe the protocol as is. For now, allow me just hand over this session to the DJ to give us a few ballads as we wait for the next protocol to be held. Good morning.
قد كانت أيام المؤتمر مساحة ثرية بالحوار والتعاون وتبادل الرؤى، والآن نجتمع في اللحظات الختامية لنتوج هذا الجهد والعطاء بتكريم الحضور والمشاهدين، ولنعلن معا انطلاقة جديدة نحو المستقبل يليق بشباب الأمة. كما تعلمون نحن حاليا في انتظار فخامته الرئيس، سوف يكون معنا بعد لحظات، وبمجرد وصوله سوف نقوم بعرض تحية النشيد الوطني. ولكن أود أن أنبه عليكم جميعا في حالة حضور الرئيس يمنع منعا باتا استخدام الفلاش لايت الذي موجود في الهاتف. إذا أردتم التصوير فيمكنكم التصوير بدون الفلاش لايت، كما سيتم تحديد الحركة.
DJ, some music.
more than 10 years, Keb International Group has been your #1 partner in tours and travel consultancy. We also do real estate, legal services, ICT services, and much more. Find us on kebinternationalgroup.com or write to us at info@kebinternationalgroup.com. You may also write to us at PO Box 35827 Kampala, Uganda, or visit us on Namaswahi off Entebbe Highway. Call us on +256 200937566 or +256 3948632 or 46, or you can send us a plus on WhatsApp on +256 752 1375 66. Cab International Group, your #1 rail business partner.
Thank you so much for honoring the youth and being here. Also recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister in charge of the presidency, Honorable Millie Babalanda. We welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. Let me also pass through these house rules. When the President of the Republic of Uganda arrives, protocol advises that you shall not use your phone to take pictures. Only accredited press with the cameras will do that. So let's be guided on that. If the President of the Republic of Uganda arrives in here, please don't use your phone to take pictures. It's only accredited press that will be doing that. That's been guided by the security of the President. And also, let's not raise up our flags. Let no country raise up any flag as the President is arriving in. Let's be guided by that as well. Movements should also be guided. Let's not make numerous movements as the President arrives and also occupies this space for this event. So as we are doing all this, I just want to repeat these house rules. When the President comes in, nobody should take pictures with the phone except accredited press. Let's not raise up our flags whatsoever. Nobody should raise up any flag of any country. Let's remain as is, and movements should be limited. The presidential security will be moving around and will guide us as guided.
لحظات وإن شاء الله ننتظر دخول سيد فخامة الرئيس موسيفيني. قبل دخوله أود أن أنبه على قواعد أساسية، 3 قواعد أساسية. يمنع منع باتا استخدام الهاتف المحمولة أو أي كاميرا خاصة بالمشاركين، مسموح فقط لوسائل الكاميرات المعتمدة. يمنع منعا باتا رفع أي أعلام في حضرة الرئيس. الرجاء يمنع منعا باتا رفع أي أعلام الخاصة ببلدانكم في وجود حضرة الرئيس. والنقطة الأخيرة يمنع الرجاء لحد من الحركة. شكرا.
DJ some music. The Afro-Arab Youth Council, sir, you can stand up and wave to your youth and the delegations in the building. You're welcome. Thank you so much for respecting the youth. DJ.
Now, when they wanted to take Kamukama with him, I told them, no, leave that man. He had a point. Let them give me their point in writing. So your document has 4 points, and all the 4 points have been noted. So allow me ask your leaders to say a word to you. And secondly, I want all of you to clap for the visitors who have come to visit us here. I want to welcome all the teams: Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Chad, Yemen, Algeria, Morocco, United States of Libya, all the nations that are here, including South Africa, including Kenya, and all the countries. So allow me to give them each 1 minute as we welcome the President is coming in the next few minutes.
Museveni oye! Museveni oye! Museveni oye! Our president oye! Museveni Jew! Ladies and gentlemen, especially my young people of the National Youth Council, I'd like to let you know that His Excellency the President has received your petition. He has heard all your cries and he promises he's going to sort the issue. Museveni oye! Museveni oye! Okumulonda oye! Museveni Jew! Hello!
Reggae warriors! Reggae warriors! Reggae warriors! The reggae legend is in the building. The reggae legend, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has just received your petition. Everything is muzuri. Muzei oi! Muzei vimba! Africa vimba! Ra! Cha! Ah! 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 Ah!
NRM oye! NYS oye! Youth leaders oye! Mzee oye! Problem solve oye! Fellow youth leaders, I want to thank you for standing firm and presenting your issues in the petition you have presented to the President. We are now very contented that the President is going to handle, because when he says, he acts. I now want to rally all of us to ensure that this is a successful event, and also after here go and mobilize for him and all the flag bearers. Thank you so much.
Dear youth, with me I have Sister Helen Seku, who heads the Patriotism Secretariat. She's a commissioner under the office of the President or State House. And she's the private secretary to the President on youth matters. I've asked her as a minister that all of you, the youth leaders, should be taken for patriotism training in Chankwanzi as soon as possible. Once you enter Chankwanzi and return, you will not be the same again. No more stepping on tables, but being patriots and nationalists. Helen, say hello to them. That training, we are going to organize it immediately.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. A youth oye, a vibe oye, going Chankwanzi oye. Yeah, we are here this morning to listen to the good news. And I have to assure you that as a private secretary to either President, your issues are captured and they shall be sorted. So here, let's cooperate and give Musei all the support that he deserves and ensure he's back in that seat. Thank you so much.
As I conclude, I have 15 names from Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. I have 125 names from the institutions. Those are institutions, universities. I have 445 members of National Youth Council. I have 75 district chairpersons of NRM here. I have 50 members of Patriotic League of Uganda. I have 11 members from different multi-parties, leaders, the chairperson of multi-parties. And I have 10 members of WUNSA, the executive. All the names mentioned there, you will be supported as you go back home. And you are part of this petition. I greet you all.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for that guidance. And I know the waves have been so strong. The dust has been up there, but right now I think everything is settled. We'd like to recognize the presence of AIGP, representing the AIGP Moses Kafero, in charge of Human Resources Development from the Uganda Police Force. Also recognize the Deputy Commissioner General of Prisons, Mr. Moses Samuel Akena, who is representing the Commissioner General of Prisons. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. From our neighbors, Tuko Pamoja, Kenya, we'd like to recognize the presence of the Ambassador of Kenya to Uganda, Ambassador Joash Mangi, also the High Commissioner of Kenya to Uganda. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Recognize the presence of the Honorable Paul Katana. He's a member of Parliament from Kenya as well. Thank you so much for coming. Recognize the presence of Honorable Leah Sankaire, also from Kenya, and Honorable Titus Loti, also a member of parliament from Kenya. We shall be recognizing more people as they come in. Please approach the protocol team for us to be guided on who is available and who to make recognitions for. Good morning.
نشكر سعادة الوزير بلاو. أود أن أرحب بسفير بالنسبة للدول المجاورة بسفير دولة كينيا فخامة الرئيس جوشوا.
Glovi Logistics Limited, your number one customs clearing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Glovi Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganziraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648 or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovy@gmail.com. Glovi Logistics Limited, your number one clearing and forwarding company.
وأود أن أرحب أيضا بمعاليه بول هو عضو من البرلمان الكيني. نود أن نرحب أيضا معاليها ليا سانكري عضو من البرلمان الكيني ونود أن نرحب.
Just a minute. I request colleagues, ministers in the House, we move out and receive HE the President, and then also the Chairman of National Youth Council, and also Chairman of the NRM SEC member, and then one person from the multi-party. Those are the few people, and one person from Uganda Muslim Council.
أود أن أطلب من الوزراء الموجودين أن نخرج الآن لنرحب بسعادة فخامته فور وصوله.
All right, as the ministers and the heads of delegations move to receive the head of state of the Republic of Uganda, we want to have these house rules named again, and I want the delegates and the people in this building to capture this very carefully. We shall not raise our flags for any country whatsoever, so please, if the president comes in, don't raise your flag up. We shall not use our phones to take pictures. We shall only allow the accredited press to do that. Movements shall be limited to only journalists or the press people to do the movements in the room once the president kicks in and steps his feet on this podium. When he arrives, we shall have the opening prayer, we shall have the national anthems and opening remarks from the Secretary General of the Afro-Arab Council, the Honorable Dr. Bas Agaba, and the program shall flow as guided. As of now, we remain at the police force, called it standby class 1, as the president arrives. We would like to recognize the presence of the High Commissioner of Rwanda to Uganda. Sir, you're welcome. You could stand up for recognition. Thank you so much, the High Commissioner Utabana. Okay. DJ? Let's have the opening prayer from the Supreme Mufti. Okay, let's be seated as we receive the prayer.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Thumma salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O Allah, the Lord of creation, we thank you for gathering us here in peace, unity, and a purpose. Bless Afro-Arab Youth Council, its leaders, and all the participants. Strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood among our nations. Guide our youth to be agents of positive change, justice, and compassion. Almighty God, we ask you to empower the youth of Africa and the Arab world. Fill their hearts with faith, their minds with wisdom, and their hands with skill. Make them pioneers of innovation, peace, and development. Protect them from despair, misguidance, and exploitation. Let them rise with dignity, lead with integrity, and serve with sincerity. Almighty God, bless all our leaders gathered here, especially His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Grant him good health, wisdom, and the strength to lead with justice and compassion. Guide his heart towards truth, mercy, and surround him with sincere advisors. Make his leadership a source of peace, unity, and prosperity for Uganda and the rest of the region. O Allah, bless Uganda and all our nations with continued stability, prosperity. Make this land a beacon of hope, opportunity, and dignity for all its citizens. ربنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. O Lord, God, grant us mercy from yourself and guide us in our affairs with righteousness. We pray all this in your mighty name. Amen.
Hello. Let's give another hand clap to Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, the Grand Mufti of Uganda. Your Excellency, with you here is heads of diplomatic corps. We have the ministers of state from national and international states. We have the ministers of cabinet from both Uganda and various countries. We have justices of courts from various countries, former national leaders, both in Uganda and the countries invited, religious leaders, members of parliament, and the able youthful leaders from across Uganda and the whole world. Your Excellency, allow me to welcome the Secretary General of the Afro-Arab Youth Council, the Honorable Dr. Abbas Agaba, to come and give us his opening remarks and set the floor and the remark going. Honorable Abbas, you could use this podium. Let's give our Secretary General a big hand clap as he comes in.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency, Dr. Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President of Kenya, Your Excellency, Dr. Sultan bin Saif Al Niyad, the Youth Minister of UAE, representing the President of the UAE at this function,
Your Excellency Dr. Abdulhadi Lahwej, the President of the Afro-Arab Youth Council and the Minister of Foreign Affairs International Cooperation of Libya, Your Excellency Ambassador Chido Cleopatra, Youth Advisor to the AU Commission Chairperson and representing the AU Commission Chairperson at this function, the Right Honorable Ruhakana Rugunda, former Prime Minister of Uganda and Special Envoy of HE the President on the Afro-Arab youth issues, the Honorable Mire Babananda, Minister of the Presidency, the Honorable Baram Bargahara, the Minister of State for Youth, the Honorable Diana Mutasingwa, Minister of State, Office of the President, and the other ministers present, the Honorable Diara, the President of the Pan-African Youth Union, who is present here, our colleague Farid, the Vice Chairperson of the Commonwealth Youth Commission, the National Chairperson of the NRM Youth League and Youth Executive Committee, the National Chairperson of the National Youth Council and Youth Executive Committee, Excellencies, Ambassadors present here, our youth leaders, the heads of delegation of foreign youth delegations here in the Afro-Arab Congress, above all of you, the host Ugandan youth. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Bonjour. Hamjambo. It's a great honor I'll make way on protocol for the Minister of Youth. Thank you.
We apologize. HE the President would like to give his message just now to enable him to listen to yours after when you have listened to his.
The power of memories has never been so meaningful than when time passes by. It's only in photography and videography that we can be able to tell what exactly happened in our lives. Do not lose the beautiful events of your life, from graduation to birthday parties, introduction ceremonies, parties that matter, wedding. All this and much more can be brought down into memories of photography and videography. At KEB International Group, we understand what it means to keep these memories. We are inviting you today to contact us for the best rates in town for your photography and videography events. +256 702 1375 66 or +256 773 1375 66. We will cover and reach you at any time, any part of the world. No matter the time, we are here to keep your memories alive. Okay. Videography and photography, your #1 events memories.
Allow me humbly request Ndugu Ruhakana Rugunda to come and invite HE the President to make his remarks. Then we shall speak and he will give us a few minutes. HE, we shall request you for just 30 minutes. When you're done, we make our few brief speeches to enable you carry on with national duties. Thank you, Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, the Deputy President of Kenya, distinguished ministers, youth, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to invite His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, the President of Uganda and the patron of Afro-Arab Youth Council. We shall request him to give his closing statement and also to launch the fundraising for the international headquarters of Afro-Arab Youth Council. His Excellency the President has already donated 50 acres of land for this international headquarters. Your Excellency, it's my pleasure to invite you to address this Congress. Thank you.
His Excellency, the Vice President of the Sister Republic of Kenya, the Honorable Minister from the UAE, all the ministers of Uganda, the leaders of the Afro-Arab Youth Council, and all the youth who are here. You have to forgive me because you delayed. I came, then I had to wait, and I have another program. So that's why you should allow me to give you my message, then I can go away and then you continue. Now, Africa is 1.5 billion people now, population of Africa. The Arabs outside Africa, I don't know how many they are, maybe like another 100 million, because some of the Arabs are in Africa. But if you take Iraq and Syria, and maybe they're like 100 million or something, because Egypt and Morocco and those are part of the 1.5 billion. So here you are talking maybe of a population of 1.6 billion people now. In the next 30 years, Africa will be 2.5 billion people. It will be almost 30% of the human race. Africa has been underpopulated for most of the time. Remember, the human beings have been here on earth for 4.5 million years. And all the human beings are former Africans. Even these Arabs were Africans. But when they left, they lost the color of the skin. So I regard them as African diaspora. And all the Europeans and the Chinese and all those. Now, what happened is that after the last ice age, when some human beings left Africa and went to other parts of the world, they multiplied more than the population which stayed in Africa. Why? Because, as you can see, the climate here is very good for the human beings, but also good for our enemies, the mosquitoes, the tsetse flies, the microbes. So those enemies suppressed the population in Africa for most of the millennia. But now, that's why until recently, it's now for the first time, for the future of the world is here, in the Afro-Arab world. But we have been having problems all these years because of management. And our movement has been studying these problems all this time. For the last 65 years, some of us, like Dr. Rugunda here, starting as a student movement in the 1960s, we have studied what the problems are. And we have written a lot of documents. Now, one of them, I have it here. I gave it when we met at the TICAD with the Japanese. And in this one, we identified what we call the 10 strategic bottlenecks that had kept Africa backward. I was talking about Africa, but you can add the Arab world also. And they are all here. The 10 strategic bottlenecks. Why Africa and the Arab world are the tail of the world, not the head of the world. It's all here. We have got a lot of potential, but the problem are some confusion. Now here, ideological obstacle number one is ideological orientation. Confusion about what is important. And the Arab world is really affected seriously by it. Even here in Africa, that was the problem. Uganda had become a failed state because of that. The question is, what is the most important? When you talk of politics, when I went to Khartoum to Bashir, there were people in the hall in Khartoum. And I said, you people, what is the most important? Hawiya or Maslaha? These Arabs know the difference between Hawiya and Maslaha. What they call Hawiya is identity. Identity. Tribe or religion. What is more important? Is it Hawiya or Maslaha? Now, some of these people, identity or interests. Some of the people have been saying Hawiya is more important. I am Sunni, I am Shia, I am Arab, I am African. That's how Sudan was destroyed. Sudan was destroyed by the politics of identity. Sudan was a great country, 1 million square miles. Very lucky to have all those people there. But some confused people introduced the concept of Hawiya. Arabs, Africans, Muslims, non-Muslims. That's how Sudan was destroyed. Here in Uganda, we had the same problems. That's why Uganda had failed. We had the politics of tribes, of religion. Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, tribes, and so on. Until we came and we said, no, for us, we are for the politics of interests. Me, I am a wealth creator. I am not a parasite. I don't live on anybody. I live on my sweat. I am a cattle keeper. What I want from any of you, if you can, buy my milk. Buy my beef. Buy my bananas. Otherwise, what else do I need from you? So don't come to me to tell me that we are the same Hawiya. I'm not interested in Hawiyya, just Hawiyya. Hawiyya is like tribe, identity. What I want to know from you, are you going to buy my meal? Yes, we can share other things. We can share language, we can share other things, but not make me forget prosperity. Prosperity. Where does prosperity come from? It comes from producing a good or a service and selling it. If I do that today and tomorrow, I become prosperous. How will you get prosperity if you don't work on the issue of the market? So, there are so many points here, 10 of them. You will go through them, they are here. This booklet I will give, I don't know whether they will get enough copies, but they will give a copy to the Secretariat so that you can print more. If you go them, you will see our analysis of what we think needs to be done in Africa and the Afro-Arab world so that we gain our full potential. I don't have time to go through all the 10 points, but you will read them. So with these few words, what do I do? I open your conference, or I close it, or what?
Your Excellency.
Katubanjulire kisa kya Mukama Cleaning Services tulongoosa peva, amategula, tiles, terrazzo, endabirwamu, sofa sets, emifaliso, bed covers, carpets, tuwoza engoye, landscaping, building renovation, fumigation, tulongoosa bank, ebizimbe binene, industrial buildings, hospitals, hotels, schools, n'amakanisa. Tusange ensambya kwa Ave Maria ng'okkirira ku Mubaraka mu maaso ga Haki petrol station. Essimu yaffe eri noti 55 35 93 59 ne noti 788 35 93 59 ku website www.kisachamukama-cleaning-services.com ne ku social media platforms zonna Kisa kya Mukama Cleaning Services base tulongoosa.
You're going to launch the fundraising drive, number 1. Then 2, you'll close the conference officially. But as you exit, we had several presentations.
No, I don't have time for the presentations.
I was requesting for only the Vice President of Kenya, yes, and the Minister from UAE.
They can speak when I'm here, yes.
Thank you very much. And the one of Libya. 3 of them only.
Very good. So, with these few words, I launch the fundraising. And I also threaten to close the conference. We shall do that later. Tutafanya baadaye. But after listening to the 3 important guests, I will close it after that. Shukran.
Allow me to take this opportunity to invite His Excellency, the Vice President of Kenya, to make his remarks.
Thank you very much, President Yoweri Museveni. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. Excellencies and the youth from Africa and the Arab world, I am honored to address this Congress, which unites the youth of Africa and the Arab world in a powerful platform for dialogue, solidarity, and action. This is a platform where the voices, ideas, and aspirations of the young people converge to shape the future. It is a forum for solidarity, bringing together two regions with historic cultural and trade ties going back into centuries. It is a platform for innovation, amplifying youth voices in technology, climate action, governance, and entrepreneurship. Your Excellency, this forum is a bridge for collaboration, linking Africa and the Arab world to co-create solutions for peace, prosperity, and shared growth. Africa and the Arab world are the youngest regions on earth, with more than 65% of our population below the age of 35. We are living not just with a demographic reality, but with a generational opportunity with huge dividends if well harnessed. Young people are already driving digital innovation from fintech startups in Nairobi to AI solutions in Dubai. They are leading climate justice movements, championing renewable energy in Egypt, Morocco, and Kenya. Youths are strengthening cultural diplomacy through music, film, and art in South Africa, Uganda, Qatar, and Lebanon. They are building social enterprises that offer new solutions to unemployment and inequality in Algeria, Nigeria, Tanzania, and everywhere else. This is proof that the youth are not leaders of tomorrow. They are change makers of today. Kenya is proud to play a role in the Afro-Arab Youth Council. We are honored to host the Regional Coordinator's Office in Eastern Africa. And Kenya being trusted as the custodian and overseer of the Council. We see this not just a recognition, but a responsibility to ensure that this platform delivers tangible outcomes. Kenya commits to strengthening partnerships that empower youth through training, mentorship, and financing, promoting innovation ecosystems where startups can thrive and expand across Afro-Arab markets, expanding educational and cultural exchanges for our youth to learn, collaborate, and lead together, and championing youth voices in regional, continental, and global decision-making. Your Excellency, Africa and the Arab world share deep bonds of history. Our ancestors crossed the Indian Ocean and the Sahara Desert many centuries ago, trading goods, ideas, and cultures. Today, this Congress must chart the next chapter for the Afro-Arab solidarity. In peace and security, youth must be partners in conflict resolution, peace building, and countering violence and extremism. In matters economy and trade, the Afro-Arab collaboration should expand markets, create jobs, and lock investments for young entrepreneurs. In climate sustainability, the youth must lead innovation in renewable energy, green economy, sustainable agriculture, and digital transformation. To the youth, this is your moment. Be bold in your imagination, be fearless in your action, and be united in your purpose. The world is watching Africa and the Arab world. The future of our two regions depends not on what is done for the youth, but what is done by the youth. The Afro-Arab Youth Congress is not an end in itself, but the beginning of the transformation of Africa and the Middle East. Let us live here, not just with declarations, but with commitments. Not with speeches, but with strategies. Not just with dreams, but with resolve. Together, let us build a future where the Afro-Arab youth are not waiting for opportunities, but creating those opportunities. Not seeking to be included, but pushing for inclusivity. not divided by history, but united by destiny. The future is not promised, it is created. It will be created by the hands, the hearts, and the minds that are present in this room. Let it be that in Kampala in 2025, the Afro-Arab youth stood together, chose courage over fear, unity over division, and built a destiny greater than anything that previous generations had expected. The torch is in your hands, the youth of Africa and the Arab world. Lift it high, carry it forward, and light the way for future generations. May God bless the youth of Africa and the Arab world. May God bless our shared destiny. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Vice President. Allow me to invite the Special Envoy representing AU Chairperson, Ms. Chido, to make her remarks in only 3 minutes. We shall only use 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. In light of time, allow me to acknowledge His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, President Yoweri Museveni, and allow me to speak on already observed protocol, duly acknowledging everyone that we have in this room. I'm truly honored to represent the African Union Commission Chairperson, His Excellency Mahmoud Yusuf, who entrusted me as his special advisor on youth and women to deliver this message on his behalf. Viva Afro-Arab, viva! Viva all young women in the room, viva! Thank you for giving us this platform. Across Africa and the Arab world, young people are not waiting for peace to be delivered. We are defining what peace looks like. Not through declarations, but through daily acts of courage, rebuilding communities, mediating local disputes, and transforming trauma into collective healing. But the path is not easy. Conflict continues to rob our generation of its promise. Today, over 116 million people across Africa and the Middle East need humanitarian assistance due to conflict, and nearly half of them are under the age of 25. According to the UN, armed conflict is the single largest driver of youth displacement, with more than 40 million young people living in fragile or conflicted affected states. And yet the same young people are the first to organize dialogue after violence, and the first to reopen classrooms when schools are destroyed, and the first to say, this must end. The measure of success will not be how often the youth are consulted, but how deeply their ideas reshape the peace architecture itself. Because peace is not just a summit outcome. It is a lived experience, and youth are living it every single day. Now let me end with the words of Wangari Maathai, who said, "You cannot protect the environment unless you empower people. You cannot empower people unless you inform them. And you cannot inform them unless you're part of the conversation." Now the same truth is true when it comes to peace. If young people are not part of the conversation, peace will remain a paragraph in policy and not a promise fulfilled in our lifetime. In closing, allow me, as I've presented the statement of His Excellency, the African Union Commission Chairperson, Mahmoud Yusuf, but allow me, in my capacity as a special advisor, just to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda for making time Thank you for making time for our youth. Thank you for making time for women. The vice president of your country is a woman. The prime minister of your country is a woman. Women in cabinet are 57%, and that is very commendable. Thank you as well for making Uganda the home of the Pan-African Women Organization and the support that you provide to POWER. And thank you for also agreeing for the next African Union Industrial Week happening next month to be in Uganda, as we do know that industrialization is really true and at the core of your vision and that opportunity to show it across Africa. We hope to see you at the next African Union Summit, Your Excellency, because we believe as the young people and the young generation, there's so much that we can learn from you when it comes to the ideologies of Pan-Africanism. As a young Zimbabwean, we miss you there, just as we miss Uncle Bob there, and we look forward to your continuous wisdom. Thank you for this opportunity. Viva Afro-Arab, viva! Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, just for your noting, we have representative of United Arab Emirates. You can stand up. State of Qatar, Republic of Iraq, Sultan of Oman, Kingdom of Bahrain, Syrian Republic, Kingdom of Morocco, Egypt, People's Democratic Republic of Congo, Republic of Tunisia, State of Libya, Republic of Lebanon, Palestine, Republic of Cameroon, Central African Republic, Republic of Chad, Democratic Republic of Congo, Republic of Djibouti, Republic of Kenya, led by the Vice President, Republic of Mauritius, Republic of Rwanda was led by the Minister of Youth, who left earlier yesterday for another engagement, but she was here for the last 3 days. Republic of Seychelles, Federal Republic of Somalia, Republic of South Sudan, United Republic of Tanzania, Republic of Angola, Republic of Botswana, Kingdom of Eswatini, Malawi, Namibia, Republic of South Africa, Republic of Zambia, Republic of Zimbabwe, Burkina Faso, Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, Republic of Ghana, Republic of Liberia, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Of all the strength that your sweat goes in every single moment that you wake up early in the morning, go to sleep, bed late, you want to have a beautiful home. Acquiring a beautiful home makes your dreams come true. We at CABE International Group are proud to extend our deepest in strength, expertise and team to make your home beautiful. We do stone building and carving on all the nature of buildings that you would like to hold. Stones make a home so beautiful that you cannot underestimate the beauty of stones. From every perfect stone, every carve and every crafting, we do and we achieve this. At CABE International Group, we don't only do that, we also paint your homes. Every nature of paint that you would love to make your home beautiful is available at CABE International Group. A well-dedicated team is here to make it happen for you. Contact us today so we can make your home the most beautiful and secure of all at friendly prices. That is what we are promising you, with a lot of dedication and sincerity, honesty, and every category that you want to achieve. This is what we are talking about. CABE International Group, your #1 partner to make a beautiful home for you with great services of painting and stone. This is what we are. Call us today on +256 773 1375 66.
Republic of Senegal, Spain, India, German, and other diaspora members. With those few recognition, Your Excellence, we have the remaining 2 speeches which will be brief. Let's now hear from His Excellence, Dr. Sultan bin Saif, Minister of Youth, Republic of United Arab Emirates, representing the President of UAE. There is also Sahara.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the inspiring speech. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, fellow ministers, and the vibrant youth of the Afro-Arab world. It is an honor to address you today on behalf of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the United Arab Emirates. I would like to extend my country's support for this important initiative and our immense pride in the youth of the Afro-Arab world. I extend my sincere gratitude to His Excellency, Mr. President, the government of Uganda, and the Afro-Arab Youth Council for their warm hospitality, excellent organization, and commendable efforts in hosting this important Congress. The theme of the Congress, Amplifying Youth Voices for Peace, Unity, and Prosperity, resonates deeply with the UAE's vision. We firmly believe that the youth are the cornerstone of our nation's sustainable development and prosperity. In the UAE, we view youth as an invaluable asset. The youth are leading innovators, change makers, and active partners in shaping peace now and in the future. We remain deeply committed to empowering them through ambitious national initiatives focused on education, capacity building, and leadership development. We have established youth councils across the country to provide platforms for young people to express their views, engage in policy making, and offer innovative solutions to the challenges we face. We also launched a national youth agenda, which serves as a comprehensive roadmap to enhance youth capabilities and fulfill their aspirations. My dear young friends, we believe in you, in your ideas, your energy, and your creativity. You are the architects of tomorrow, the drivers of transformation, and the source of our hope. We rely on you to help build societies grounded in peace, tolerance, and inclusive development. This conference is a powerful testament to the deep-rooted ties between the Arab and African worlds, and to our shared commitment to the investing in the potential of the next generation. At a time when the world faces mounting challenges, from conflict and war to climate change and social inequality, our collective responsibility is to stand united against oppression, violence, and all forms of discrimination. This Congress offers a unique opportunity to build bridges, exchange experiences, develop creative solutions, and raise the voices of youth to shape a more just, peaceful, and prosperous world. I urge every one of you, women and men here today, to see this Congress as a new beginning, as a launchpad towards a brighter future, to carry the torch of positive change wherever you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Minister of UAE. Let me take this opportunity to invite His Excellency, Dr. Abdul Had, the President of Afro-Arab Youth Congress, also Foreign Affairs. Then in a special way, let me recognize the presence of the delegates from the Kingdom of Morocco. Then also let me recognize the representative of Sahara and Algeria. Thank you for coming.
صباح الخير للجميع. فخامة رئيس جمهورية أوغندا الرئيس يوري كاغوتا موسيفيني، معالي نائب رئيس جمهورية كينيا، معالي وزير الشباب بدولة الإمارات العربية الصديقة، معالي وزير الشباب في جمهورية أوغندا، السادة الوزراء، السيد المبعوث الخاص دكتور روغندا، السيدات والسادة، السيد الأمين العام لمجلس الشباب العربي والأفريقي، السادة أعضاء مجلس الشباب العربي والأفريقي والأخوة الضيوف. في البداية لابد أن أحيي باسمكم فخامة الرئيس يوري كاغوتا موسيفيني على كل الدعم والمساعدة والمساهمة التي قدمها ولا يزال باعتباره راعياً لهذا المجلس وباعتباره شخصية أفريقية ثورية وطنية تؤمن بأن أفريقيا جديدة واعدة وبفضاء عربي أفريقي نتشكل فيه قوة كبيرة في عالم اليوم والغد، عالم لا يعترف إلا بالتكتلات الكبرى، عالم لا يعترف إلا بالأقوياء. ولذا فإننا نعمل مع فخامة الرئيس لتحقيق هذا الهدف الذي هو صعب ويحتاج إلى الوقت والصبر، لكنه ممكن التحقيق بإرادتنا جميعاً وبمساهمتنا جميعاً نحن العرب والأفارقة. الأخوات والإخوة، السؤال الأساسي: لماذا العرب والأفارقة يطالبون بالعمل معاً؟ لأن ثلثي العرب يعيشون في الفضاء العربي الأفريقي، ولأن الثقافة والقيم والتحديات والآلام مشتركة، والآمال والطموحات كذلك مشتركة. ولذا فإن العمل العربي الأفريقي يجب أن يتجسد واقعاً ملموساً في شكل شراكات اقتصادية وتجارية وصناعية وثقافية وسياسية، شراكات تقوم على سياسة رابح رابح، شراكات مستدامة في الاستثمار والتنمية وفي السلام، شراكات في فتح مجالات فرص العمل في الدول العربية والأفريقية، وفي توسيع التبادل التجاري بين البلدان العربية والأفريقية، والتي لا تزال تستورد الكثير من احتياجاتها من أقاصي أمريكا الجنوبية، ونحن نعيش في فضاء واحد ونتقاسم الجغرافيا والتاريخ، ولا يوجد أي تبادل تجاري وفي أحسن الظروف هو تبادل متواضع ولا يرتقي لمستوى التحديات. إن مجلس الشباب العربي والأفريقي يعد قاطرة وجسر مهم للعمل على تحقيق هذه الغاية، خاصة وأنه يركز على أهم شريحة، وهي شريحة الشباب صناع الحاضر والمستقبل، الشباب الذي يمثل القوة البشرية والاقتصادية والسياسية الواعدة، خاصة وأن المجتمعات العربية والأفريقية هي مجتمعات الشباب، حيث يتجاوز في بعض بلداننا نسبة 60%. ولذا لا يجب أن ينظر إليهم كمشكلة، بل كحل، وحل ناجح جدا إذا ما استطعنا استيعابهم في سوق العمل العربي والأفريقي. ومن هذا المنبر وبصفتي الحكومية فأنني أدعو إلى منح الفرص لآلاف الشباب الأفريقي عامة والشباب الأوغندي بشكل خاص للاستفادة من عشرات آلاف الفرص الواعدة في بلادي التي تشهد نهضة عمرانية عملاقة، ومن مشاريع إعادة الإعمار التي تقودها الحكومة الليبية برئاسة الدكتور أسامة حماد وبدعم كامل وبتعاون وثيق وبناء مع القوات المسلحة العربية الليبية، التي حملني القائد العام المشير خليفة حفتر ونائبه رسالة التحية والتقدير والدعم لكم قائداً عظيماً تواصل العطاء ليل نهار لأجل أفريقيا جديدة، أفريقيا واعدة، أفريقيا الشريك وليست طالبة المساعدة، أفريقيا التي تطالب بتغيير الصورة النمطية السالبة عنها، إنها ليست أفريقيا المريضة أو أفريقيا الجائعة والتي تمد أيديها للمساعدة. لا بد من تغيير هذه الصورة بل هذا الواقع، فكيف لأفريقيا وثرواتها الهائلة وإمكانياتها الضخمة وشعوبها لا تزال فقيرة ومريضة؟ لا بد من العمل لرفع التحدي وكسب الرهان ورفع وتيرة التنمية والإعمار والتقدم الاقتصادي والاجتماعي بجهد جماعي أفريقي عربي يكون الشباب رافعته وأداته الأساسية من خلال مجلس الشباب العربي والأفريقي وغيره من الأدوات الهامة لمصلحة العرب والأفارقة. الأخوات والأخوة، إننا نعيش ألفية ثالثة جديدة، لا بد من العمل لإرساء السلام والاستقرار والوحدة، فلا يمكن أن نقبل بمزيد من الحروب والنزاعات في أفريقيا والعالم العربي. لا بد من إيقاف نزيف الحروب، لأن معركتنا ليس توجيه البنادق لبعضنا البعض، بل معركتنا جميعا هي التنمية ومحاربة الفقر وإيجاد فرص العمل للجيل الجديد. معركتنا إشراك الشباب في صناعة القرار، معركتنا على الحفاظ على وحدة واستقرار شعوبنا ومنطقتنا ليكون لنا دور في الخارطة السياسية الدولية. وستظل القضية الفلسطينية القضية المركزية للأمة العربية ومحورا أساسيا للضمير.
For more than 10 years, KB International Group has been your #1 partner in tours and travel consultancy. We also do real estate, legal services, ICT services, and much more. Find us on kbinternationalgroup.com or write to us at info@kbinternationalgroup.com. You may also write to us at PO Box 35827 Kampala, Uganda, or visit us on Namaswahi off Entebbe Highway. Call us on +256 200937566 or +256 39486 32 or 46, or you can send us a plus on WhatsApp on +256 752 1375 66. Cab International Group, your #1 real business partner.
الإنسانية الأفريقية والعربية، ويجب العمل معا على كل من موقعه لإيقاف العدوان الظالم على شعبنا الفلسطيني في نضاله المشروع من أجل الحرية والاستقلال وإقامة دولته المستقلة وعاصمتها القدس. إن صناعة السلام ليست خياراً، إن صناعة السلام ليست خياراً بل ضرورة، لأن بدون السلام لن تتحقق التنمية والرخاء. ولذا فإن معركتنا جميعاً هي استبدال البنادق بجلسات الحوار والموت بالحياة، واستبدال الفقر بفرص العمل والاستثمار. هذه هي معركتنا جميعاً، فلنعمل معا على تحقيقها. عاشت أفريقيا، عاشت أفرابيا، عاشت أوغندا، عاش فخامة الرئيس يوري موسيفيني الذي ندعو من خلاله اليوم الشعب والشباب الأوغندي للتصويت بكثافة لصالحه، لأنه كان ولا يزال رمزاً وأيقونة للسلام والوحدة والتنمية، ليس في أفريقيا، ليس في أوغندا فقط، وليس في شرق أفريقيا فقط، بل في القارة أفريقيا جميعاً. لكم التحية والسلام عليكم.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. For those of you who don't have translators, he said they are rebuilding Libya with the help of Africa nations. They are creating jobs for many Africans, and jobs available, no more wars and conflicts. All they need is peace in Libya. And then presence of unity and stability is what they prefer. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
I was looking through the 10 points, the strategic bottlenecks, and I thought I should mention, and you can read this booklet, but I thought I should highlight, because what I started with was ideological disorientation. Ideology in politics is like medicine. A doctor, when he sees a patient, he must carry out the diagnosis. If the diagnosis is correct, the patient will be healed because he will be able to write a prescription. But if the diagnosis is wrong, the patient will never be healed. So if you say that the problem of society is identity, tribes, religion, and so on, if that's your diagnosis, then what is the end result? Because the identities are numerous, religious, tribal, and so on. So that's why we are saying problem number one, for here in Uganda, that was the problem. And that's what I started with. That's why I was talking of the Hawiya, Maslaha. And I know a casualty, a whole country which was destroyed. Sudan. Sudan was destroyed by its leaders emphasizing Hawiya instead of Maslaha. But I saw other 2 points. Because of number one, because of when you emphasize Hawiya instead of Maslaha, then you get the problem of undermining the state institutions. How will you build a national army if you believe in Hawiya? When a country has got many tribes, many religions, how will you have a capable national army? How will you have capable political party? How can you have a political party which can win elections in a country if you are emphasizing Hawiya, identity, in a country of many identities? So that's become the second casualty. This is the problem of Somalia. Do we have our Somali people here? Where are the Somalis? There the problem is clans. Because of that, even when we train soldiers here, when we train them here, when they go back, they disappear in the clans. So I thought I should hide. This is number 2 in this booklet. Consequence of number 1, collapse of institutions. But I also saw number 6, a fragmented market, a fragmented African market, which is what we started with here. At independence, this huge continent of Africa was divided into 53 countries, each one separate market. So if you say that you are interested in development, how will you develop? By begging, by what? Development, as I said earlier, means producing a good or a service and you sell it, a product. It It must be a society of wealth creators. I produce a good or a service, and I sell it. Today, tomorrow, I sell it. The more I sell, the more prosperous I become. So if you say, we are going to develop, but we shall fragment the African market in 53, are they 53 or 54? Our daughter from Zimbabwe, the one from the African Union. How rich are we with the countries? How rich are we with the countries? Are they 54, 50? 50? 55? Now, if Africa is fragmented in 55 separate markets, how will the business people succeed in their business? Now, our leaders saw this after independence. We got independence, Sudan 1955, Ghana 1957, and so on. But by 1980, at that time I was busy fighting Idi Amin. I was not in the government. I was busy doing some other work. But our leaders who were in government, they saw the danger. They had got independence for 20 years, but there was no progress. So they called a meeting somewhere, and then they adopted what they called the Lagos Plan of Action, where they saw that if you don't have a united market, you can't develop. So they said, we must have a common market of Africa. This was in 1980. And they said, we shall have it in phases. Let's start with the regional common markets. The one of East Africa, which is what we call COMESA now. Then the one of West Africa, ECOWAS. And then the one of, there was something else, Central Africa, something. And then the Maghreb. Maghreb was supposed to have a regional common market. The Maghreb. Now, the East African market has been struggling, John, COMESA, with all sorts of confusion. These people come in, they go out, because they don't understand the importance of market. For trade, if you don't have somebody who buys what you produce, how will you succeed? How will the business succeed? But it has been limping on, we have been continuing. And you must have heard the anthems which were played here were two. There is the Uganda anthem. Even now when we finish, they will play two anthems. Anthem number one is the one of Uganda. Anthem number two is the one of East Africa. We play the two anthems all the time, here. So, the common market of East Africa has been there, not fully functioning, but trying. Then ECOWAS also, West Africa. But Maghreb could not take off. Maghreb could not take off because of the conflicts which our people have there. You know those conflicts. So therefore, you young people, I've been telling young people, this is not just biology. We are young, yes. That's biology. What is your ideology? Because you can have young fascists. Hitler was young. When he was doing all those terrible things, he was young, Hitler. Even when he died, he was not an old man. He died when he was 56. So, I had almost forgotten that point. The one who is standing before you here is a former young man. But when we were young, with Dr. Gunda here, stand up and they see you. Stand up. We were in disagreement with other young people because we had other young people who were taking the line of neo-colonialism. They are young, biologically, but they believe in neo-colonialism. Who are young, but believing in patriotism and Pan-Africanism. So, young is just biology. What is your ideology? For me, I recommend to you the ideology of patriotism, love your countries, whichever they are, Libya, Morocco, love your country, love the whole of it. Don't say, I am young, but also Sunni, and I don't want to work with Shia. That is confusion. Whether you are young or old, you are already a problem for your country. So you can have problem young people and problem old people. But also here we add young and Pan-Africanist. Patriotic, I love Uganda, but Pan-Africanists love Africa. Because Uganda cannot be prosperous without Africa.
Glovi Logistics Limited, your #1 customs clearing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Glovi Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganzaraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648 or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovy@gmail.com. Glovi Logistics Limited, your #1 clearing and forwarding company.
The good thing is that sleeping is also good. In French language, it's what they call beaucoup dormir. Dormir beaucoup. Dormir beaucoup is also good. When you are asleep, you don't know the problems of the world. A snake can come in your bedroom, bite you, and you die peacefully because you didn't know. But when you wake up, you start seeing things. Now, Ugandans, many Ugandans here were sectarian. But when we mobilize them and they start producing wealth, then they soon discover that their tribe is not enough to buy what they produce. They discover that even the internal market of Uganda is not enough. Because now that Uganda has woken up a bit, we've got surplus of everything. Surplus sugar, surplus cement, surplus milk, bananas, maize. So we are telling Ugandans, where do we sell this? Because the internal market is not enough. Then they look this way, look that way. So, have you heard of Africa? Oh yes, we have heard of Africa. Yes, if you have heard of Africa, why don't we work more with the Africans so that they buy what we produce and we buy what they produce? So I thought that when I was looking through, I thought I should not go away without challenging you about these additional points. There are other points, they are all here, but I thought I should bring out the additional 2 points. State institutions and the market. What we call market in Arabic, soko? Soko? Yes, soko, like Swahili. Like Swahili will say soko in Swahili. Soko. Who will buy our products? Why is it? Because there are there's one continent called America. North America, South America. There are only 3 countries in North America: Canada, United States, and Mexico. South America is rich in countries and presidents. There are very many presidents there. El Salvador, Honduras, very many of them. But there is prosperity in the USA, and there is misery in Latin America. And yet Latin America has got a lot of natural resources. I think Latin America has got more natural resources than even the USA. The forests, the water, the what. So what is the problem? For me, I've been telling people that one of the problems between the US and Latin America is that if I am a businessman in the United States, I produce a product in New York, I will sell it all the way to California. Why will I not succeed? But if I'm in South America, Honduras, 2 million people, El Salvador, I don't know how many, Panama, I don't know how many. How do you succeed in such a situation, business-wise? So, Afro-Arab youth, biology, yes, but with ideology. Merci beaucoup.
Once again, thank you very much, Your Excellence, for the wonderful guidance and speech and ideological orientation. Your Excellency, we apologize for the delay in starting the event. We had a challenge of young people. I've received their petition, and I know you'll listen to it. Then, lastly, Your Excellence, as a matter of ideological orientation, Commissioner Helen Seku is here. I request at the beginning of November, first week of November, all the 700 delegates, 15 from Uganda Muslim Council, 125 from the institution, 445 from the newly elected National Youth Council, and the district chairpersons of NRM, at least 50 from PLU, 11 from the parties, and 10 from WUNSA, making a total of about 800 be all taken to Chankwanzi for ideological orientation. They need to know our challenges. We hardly slept yesterday over lack of ideology, making unrealistic demands. But I believe with the petition written, I will reach out to you and we find a solution to their request. I thank you very much, Your Excellency. Next is, I will request you, sir, for only 3 items remaining: a photo with the visiting VIPs, then a photo with the Afro-Arab Congress Committee, and maybe you'll stand somewhere here and they take a photo when you're waving to your grandchildren. And then signing the official plaque for the fundraising. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, the Vice President of Kenya. Thank you all colleagues, ministers from everywhere, ambassadors, Honorable Babalanda, Honorable Diana Mtasingwa, our flag bearers, the MP flag bearers, the youth who are here. Where are you? You wave to the President? And all of you members of the National Youth Council, the NRM, Youth League, PLU, institutions, thank you for coming. And thank you for keeping discipline. HE will respond to your small demand, which is not a demand, it's lack of ideology. Thank you. I request the ambassadors to join the front photo. Your Excellency, ambassadors and leaders of delegation, please come and join this front photo here with HE. So that we do it at once, and then he signs, he waves to the young people, and he may leave at his pleasure. Once he leaves, Dr. Rakana Rugunda will remain in place to chair the remaining session. Just hold on. Those who have taken photos, you may exit. A youth oye. Could you all stand up for the national anthem? But before that, I have news for you. I have news for you. Our father has agreed, all of you, to be facilitated back home with one meal. Okay, national anthem. Thank you very much, Papa, for joining us. Thank you. We are proud of you. NRM oye. President Museveni oye. A youth oye. A visitors oye. So remain behind. When HE leave, the Right Honorable Rakana Rugunda will take over as the chairperson of the remaining speeches. But as communicated through your respective leaders, you'll be given the refund. And the other demands made cannot be met because we are in election time. The president will not be, we can't allow our candidate to be sued over other demands. He's unable to answer those other demands, but at least you can have your transport back home. And you'll have lunch with us today. A clap for the president. A clap for the president. You don't have to stop. You don't have to stop till when he tells you to stop.
Afro-Arab Youth Congress is an international platform that brings together young people from Africa and Arab world to promote peace, unity, and development through dialogue and innovation, as well as a partnership. Established in 2004 in Khartoum, Sudan, following the inaugural Arab Afro Youth Festival that drew over 3,000 participants, the Afro-Arab Youth Congress has since grown into a key movement, bringing two regions with shared aspirations and challenges, including youth unemployment, education, and social inclusion.
The Senior Citizens Talk is brought to you by Africa at Heart, Heal the Planet Global Organization, HICGI News Agency. Subscribe right now to get our latest updates sent every single Sunday. Don't forget also the Talk to the World show that is running every Thursday at 4 p.m. Subscribe here on YouTube and make your notification bell right here. HICGI News Agency. Visit us on HICGINewsagency.com and find us on all social media platforms on X, call it Twitter, on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. HICGI News Agency. Subscribe now.